rolling. That's fine.
Rolling.
Let's go. We're not.
Hoto.
Yeah, we on.
Using a phone.
Sorry, Dad.
PSL.
Okay, son.
Let's say, what's the best African league right now?
Actually.
But it's what
are
that
we
goes
talking
on
about?
viewership,
What are we
right?
talking about?
Exactly.
Wait,
It's
what are
what
we
you're
talking about?
exposed to. Because we're saying, I'm saying that Sia said to me that in
And
45
viewership
years,
was...
PSL might be the biggest league in Africa,
But what are we talking about?
right? Football-wise, in terms of like just
The product.
the way we see, not TP Mazembe, who's this thing? All these clubs that do so well for the longest time winning
AFCON, the CAF.
per se, right? And also Bafana doing better in Africa. It is a trickle-down effect in terms of him saying that, yo, dog, because he's saying the thing that you're saying, Steelers is doing better, Pirates is doing better. So what it does to the league, but I was like to him, there was an era where Kaizer Chiefs, Pirates, and Sundowns were good, right? What is so different now that you saying...
And we still weren't winning Cavs then.
Yes, you understand, right? So I'm like, I don't know that like it will resonate to that point, that because he was saying that if people understand what's happening in PSL now, the kids will eventually view it that way, and viewership will pick up because people that are it's like the first ones in who are saying, you guys don't know what's happening. It's changing. It's not as bad as you guys think.
Okay, so I think like I hear it, right? Like because so the PSL is the richest league, right? It's been the richest league. So like it didn't just overtake anyone.
It's not a
now.
new thing, yeah.
It's a very big league anyway, right? Because it produces big brands. So it's got a lot of money, right? Firstly. If we're talking on the
money's
context of
always
the
been their
context.
thing. Yeah.
And then secondly, we've had good brands. Chiefs and Pirates were very good brands that got
Global
followed
success, you know?
continentally, even though they weren't, the biggest
Big-
league
yes.
in the continent, right? But I think Egypt's best players leave Egypt, right? Ivory Coast best players leave Ivory Coast. Like the whole West Africa, like it's so hard to think of very good teams on the continent. But we have better national teams.
Yes, you haven't even seen a player leave here
In a while.
on the continent and go be a star. He's a star. He lives so early in his life that even if he becomes Mane, you won't say he played for TP Mazembe before he became.
That's my point.
Or
bro.
Leverkusen found him
Yeah,
or
so
whatever.
100%.
that's exactly what I'm
Yes,
saying. So
yes.
Cameroon will never give us an amazing African league
Yes.
because Cameroonians
Because all their
leave.
players are gone.
Yeah.
But they'll
France.
give you a good Cameroonian team.
Yes.
100%.
And,
Fair
they'll
enough,
never,
yeah.
and I don't think PSL is big enough for Africans that it can create how Lukolia felt to you that he can feel to a kid in Egypt when he sees them. If you understand what I'm saying.
I don't think that's
tough,
fair.
bro.
I don't think
I
that's
think it's
fair.
tough. I think it's
No,
tough.
it's
No, that's
so
what I was
tough,
arguing
bro.
to see.
I agree. That's tough to
it's
do.
very tough to do on this continent to translate this one league and say, dog, let this be the voice of a continent, this league. I don't
That's
think
so
that
tough,
is,
bro.
especially in this
I think
continent.
that speaks to other things as well, right? So like for me,
Yeah,
Broader
I'm
than
thinking-
football.
no,
It's
just
bigger
like,
than football. There's a lot of
Yes,
other
but like
parts.
there's no
It's bigger than football.
the integration like continental. We don't have an
Yes.
integrated system. So Europeans are so connected that like it's not foreign for a German kid
to resonate,
like
yeah.
someone from Turkey
Or
or,
even
from
Leeds.
and say yo,
Yeah, or Scotland.
it's
yeah.
easy. It's easy.
It's easy.
very for them
easy,
to
yeah.
relate.
True.
Right? But for you, if I give you knowledge Mosona, it's already a stretch.
Yes.
And that's like next door.
100%.
You see, so I think that's hard to do because I also don't think the PSL's
And-
shown on the continent.
Yes.
Yeah, because like you guys are right. Because I'm thinking like, how many North African players play in the PSL?
None.
Man, and we just have Sadek.
And even the guys who
And
compete with the
just
CAF,
pathetic
I don't even
guys.
think you know them.
Yes.
The guys from Al Ahly,
Yes.
I don't think you know them enough in the Egyptian
I
team.
don't know the,
Bro.
I don't even know the Al Ahly guys that keep winning the cap.
Bro.
Yes, that's what I'm
The
saying.
only player I knew was Abu Trika.
You know what I mean?
That Abu Trika chant. That's the only chant I know.
I don't even know.
Do you get what I'm
Yes,
saying?
but I'm saying your investment enough is that you don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even think guys who follow proper the PSL proper know the profile of the team they're facing when you're playing CAF.
No, you don't, bro.
You can't say this
you
guy,
don't.
hey, we must play this type of defender because he's going to do this. Like, when you know that Arsenal's playing a team, let's say, even if it's the smallest team, it's only when you're playing passwords. PSV, you know that, okay, no, PSV are progressive, I've seen or whatever. Or this kid, I've seen it. I've heard that he does this. There is no, dog, you're going into, bro, a blind
Chances
thing.
are we won't even get to watch the game.
That's the real problem.
It's not being televised.
That's my point. It's access. So let me put in one word. Access.
It's access. That's what I'm
So
saying.
I
That's
don't
bigger
think,
than football.
it's access, bro.
because you have to fix it so much, right?
There's too much to do.
Because I was like, there's so much, dog. There is so much to do. It's the same thing that Saru's what's the thing? The rugby union,
Yeah, sorry.
right? Not Saru.
Yeah.
The rugby union, the one that Super 14.
Yeah.
One of the guys were ex-New Zealander player was saying, "Yo, bro, I miss having South Africa."
Oh, Super Rugby.
Right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Because you're saying that what it does is that we were progressive because we're playing
Against
a competitor
them, yes.
outside of what we know.
Yeah, because it was also
Right.
it was a very difficult competition.
Yes.
You would play like 10 games that you kind of have to win.
You have to win.
And you're playing the best
But now I'm
teams
playing the
in
Crusaders
different
and Blues.
continents.
So what it does is it holds the league. So that's what I'm saying. That to
Yes.
sell the PSL, that is the biggest in the continent, you have to, in a way, find a formidable force of another league that when the teams compete with each other, it's like the proving England or Spain is a better league conversation. Right?
But guys-
so that you
But
can't
the
raise
wanna ask though.
NBA is one league.
No, but gents.
But the NBA, America's big enough that it can be a continent.
But gents, I
And
wanna ask
America-
you,
No, but that's the context we're
But,
going with
yeah,
because we talk about continental success.
I don't know how I feel about bringing America to this. Because America is so
It's-
different.
it's different.
No, I understand, but I'm
And
just
the way
saying
they
we're talking
package the
They,
product.
continental.
they know how to package it
Yeah, it's
because they know how to resonate
James,
to
we
people.
talk about one league, right? You're
Yeah.
saying one big league for a continent.
Yes, yeah.
That's the NBA.
No, I agree with
and
you.
the
I get
USA,
what you're
right?
saying about America. I'm saying that
You're saying it's a
fundamentally
different-
what America did smarter is that it's what Europe did in a way that a team represents an area. An area cares about the team enough that the team now
Yes.
builds the area that
Yes.
the government, the local government
Yes.
invested in it.
Yes.
Right? So the problem about what's this thing?
The PSL.
The PSL, two even African things, right?
Yeah.
Is that I think every Egyptian wants to be an Al Ahly fan because it's the bigger team. So they're not in the thing of even the smaller team in the Egyptian league. Nobody cares enough because you're like, yo, dog, I'm Egyptian. I have to be an Al Ahly fan. Right? I'm South African. I have to be Kaizer Chiefs, Pirates, and now it's cool to be a Sundowns fan. So what it does is that from the grassroots levels, there's no loyalty, blind loyalty to teams in Africa. It's about the winner. Everybody wants to be part of the winner.
Yeah.
Where
A West
niggas-
Ham fan
niggas-
is a West Ham
yes,
fan,
he,
yes.
he has no other loyalty.
That
He's like,
whole
"Dog,
household is West
West
Ham.
Ham.
bro, there are NBA teams that have never won a ring.
But their fans are there.
But that is, dog, that arena's packed, right? There's NFL teams that have never won this thing. Ipswich Town is coming back to the league. Last time they saw their team in the league was in the 90s, maybe. It wasn't,
And they
it
still were
wasn't-
packing stadiums.
And they're still packing stadiums.
Still going to.
Dog, the only dog,
yeah,
my
okay,
grandmother
fair,
talking
but-
about Ipswich Town. I was like, dog, who are those niggas?
And that's
I
the
think-
thing.
I think to be
That's where
the
it goes
biggest league-
political and
Yeah, no, 100%.
It's not
But-
political. I think it's just
the
grassroots.
It is.
I think it's
it
a
is
grassroots.
political.
It's how you sell the package to the people.
It's
That's
political,
one,
dog.
like,
football contributes to
that's
the English
one
GDP.
part of it.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
It helps.
You need to change the infrastructure. Like, there's so many.
No, let's leave
You
this
need to
situation.
wait. He's right.
Like,
Because
there's so many different parts you kind of need to change for the whole thing to work.
First of all,
But I also
people
wanna
are buying
ask-
status. If I'm a Bloom Celtics
Bro,
fan,
which
who am I
frustrates me
supporting
also,
now?
bro.
Who am I
Bro,
supporting
now,
now?
and
But
now
you guys
thing
need to
is left,
understand
yeah?
why that model
Did you-
exists, right?
Bulokwane
No, we
City,
don't
now
understand.
must
No, no,
support
no,
them.
yeah.
Wait, you know me, I'm the wait.
Put me on game.
You know I'm the
Please.
biggest hater.
Please.
of-
Please.
We literally have our best
Put me on
episode.
game.
Help us
Please go
like,
back.
understand. No, please help us understand.
nah.
Don't
We hate
justify.
the PSL.
Explain to us,
right?
my friend. Don't
Put me on
justify.
But
game.
let me
to us.
justify,
Yes.
right? The status thing, which is a ridiculous thing, in their heads, I presume, they were thinking, yo, bro, we want to avoid when a team falls apart like Swallows, where the guy that owns Swallows says, yo, bro, I can't sustain this thing. Because I'm not even breaking even. I just like watching Disco on my TV, right? Because I'm not making any profit off this team. So then a guy who lives in Skukuna says, oh, we just call a 10 dog. Do you think we have 2 clipper? Yeah, we have 2 clipper, man. 2 clipper. Let's kick this.
Okay,
2
so you're saying it's a money
right?
thing.
It's a money thing to
It is a money
sustain
thing.
because
The league.
the owners can't sustain being
So-
owners in the league.
So then, saying that then,
Then it goes
how
back
do
to
you
your
go
guys'
back?
point.
Yes, how do you
which
then
is
go
that-
back and say you're going to be the biggest league on the continent?
Yes, when
You know what I mean? When
more than 60% of the
fundamentally-
team can't sustain themselves.
Yes,
60% of these guys
Gallants
can't
just
sustain-
bought
like,
status
guys,
now.
like, guys, can I give you an
Yeah.
example? Ne?
Who's status
Bafana
did they
just
buy?
played. Like
forgot.
Bafana just recently played a game.
I
Ne?
think Marumo Gallants just bought Swallows status. I think.
Yeah, no, isn't it Skukune?
Skukune.
Skukune bought.
No, Marumo Gallants is
Yes.
buying somebody's status.
Yes, they're coming back again.
Yes, they're coming back
for
now.
part 2.
Now they're coming back.
For me, what's frustrating is
No, because they got relegated and then they said,
No,
But
they
just
sold.
for me, what's
What
frustrating?
am I getting salad? Just sold to come. This thing must be
Yes.
bombed here.
Yes.
It has to be
Marumo
bombed,
Gallants
bro.
sold
Bomb
its
the thing.
status.
That's
Doesn't
the
make
whack
sense
thing
to me.
about this whole
Because,
thing.
like,
So here's it,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, yeah.
Marumo Gallants completed the takeover from Morocco Swallows, securing their spot in the DStv Premiership for
No.
2024.
Yeah.
2025.
After being
Alright.
relegated.
Can I tell you what's crazy? Like Swallows
And
sold.
they play, listen, even worse, now
also-
it's back to my point. Now they're playing their home games in Bloemfontein Stadium.
And that,
That
see
was
now,
left
okay, that's
so
my
long.
problem.
So to contextualize
That's my
this
problem,
for
because
somebody
now-
who doesn't
whoa,
understand, let me
whoa,
contextualize for somebody maybe who's watching this in Finland or whatever.
Or listening, right? Or listening, yeah.
That means if Ipswich Town come up to the Premier League next season, get
Which they did.
relegated, nah, throughout the season, get relegated, and then what they do, and then let's say Leeds come back,
Yeah.
right? What they now did was they went to go buy Leeds' rights,
Yes.
and then so now Leeds will now be
And-
Ipswich.
Yes.
So coming
But
up
now,
to
and
the
Leeds'
Premier
players
League,
are left in ambiguity.
Yes.
You
First
forget
of
to,
all,
to say that
And
part.
fans, and fans,
The
and
fans.
fans. So do you
People
guys
are
realize
just left
this is
with
my problem?
nothing.
Guys,
Right.
can I say something? This is my issue, right? You have that cycle, and who loses out? The fans. Bafana recently played a game
In
at
Bloemfontein.
in Bloemfontein.
In Free State.
Bro, it was electric. Those fans, we all know which fans
Yeah,
those
but the
are.
Bloom is a different case.
Yes.
Okay.
The ownership bombed the whole thing.
Sure,
No,
sure.
but
But
that's
like
the whole reason
if
for the
you
whole
keep
thing.
if we keep on doing this, bro, no one's ever going to have loyal fans
So-
to a certain club, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then how does that build
Back to
the
what
brand?
Rita said,
But I
the
think-
city won't develop like
Bro.
how in Birmingham now the people in Dobsonville who were now getting jobs from Swallows being there, from whoever being there, now they're all gone. It's moving to Bloom.
yeah.
And they're not
Yeah,
taking the same
but you
people.
guys need to understand
the
something.
same way the franchises in the NBA are always in Mississippi or
Yes.
wherever the hell.
But as I go back to the American model, right? You know that in America, the teams, it doesn't take the owners to pay for the stadium. The government, the local government is the one that pays for the
Yes.
stadium. The teams maybe come up with 20%.
That's
of it,
why I
right?
said
Hence
now
we
it's
go back to
Right. So hence I'm saying
infrastructure.
that
There's so many different.
Yes. Hence I was saying to
It's
see that
difficult, yo.
it's not just the look. I think the biggest thing to change it, if what he's saying, the way he's looking at it, saying, yo, there are more teams playing better, like it's more getting entertaining. For it to pick up, right? For me, it can't just be Pirates going because the coach is from Spain. He's saying, yo, dog, your preseason we're gonna play in Spain, right? It can't be just one team doing that, right? How you sell the products, the English model where they say, dog, let's go fucking sell this league to the world. And it was the ugliest football they've ever
Everyone.
had, bro. They sold
Everyone.
the English Premier League at the ugliest time.
Yeah.
How it becomes bigger in Africa, it's the same thing.
Vodacom challenge.
You have Vodacom Challenge,
No, but wait.
across Africa. Because then what you start
Mazembe's in
saying, it's the same way I was on TikTok and I discovered that, wait, Generations played in Jamaica. What? Fundla is a dickhead because he don't want to pay niggas, but Generations
Imagine.
What?
was touching Jamaica.
Legit, bro.
No way. Are you serious?
Niggas strike.
Even India.
So no.
things like
Whoa,
that.
whoa. I want to understand
Playing,
this.
bro.
So you telling me this Bruce saying
This guy.
your bumper clad and they're watching.
They know Lesotho, bro. Like, dog. They know.
Jack Mama was saying, Bumper Clan, Reggae Clan,
Bro.
Bumper Clan.
It's crazy. Yo, that's crazy.
You know what's crazy?
Shout out to me.
Wait,
Yo, shout
you know
out
what's
to them.
scaring me, like,
Kenneth Mashaba in Jamaica.
You know, it's that telenovela show where like you can see that this is Spanish, but then it's
They're speaking English, yeah. There's only Zulu. There's an Indian show speaking Zulu. That my grandmother watches.
Yes.
That's basically what.
They
Yo,
legit is.
That's what they
They were doing it to generations, yeah. When he did once, twice, three times now.
I'm imagining
He's
that
in that
big
fire
thing.
blazes.
I'm imagining
But in Jamaican, march the pace, march the pace. That's my mind. That's
crazy.
I was like,
That's why they
no,
were
he's a
taking
madman, dog. He don't want to pay the
That's
niggas.
why.
But this thing is bringing Jamaica, dog. They don't want to pay the niggas, bro.
Bro, and I'm sure it's bigger than
Jason,
Jamaica.
Nenzan. Do you understand in Jamaica? Senzo Jason Nenzan. Yeah, man, what you do now? What you do now? What go on now, man?
But it's Jason. And it's
Jason, dog.
That's mad.
You know, Ketio was getting drunk.
Sure it's not just
When
Jamaica.
Ketio was getting drunk,
Yeah,
and
no,
Samuel
no,
Jackson,
sure. Yeah.
when Samuel Jackson wanted to recruit for the Avengers, it wasn't Jamaican. You understand that? You don't need to be doing
But
that,
guys,
man.
Generations is crazy.
It's crazy.
Chris Brown.
Then Chris Brown comes to a hospital. Chris Brown doesn't know period, dog. He was at the hospital.
Chris Brown.
God, Joe.
Bro.
No way. In Jamaican accent.
I gotta see this.
Guys, do not
We're
miss
to be a
word.
fine, we're to be a real country.
We used to be a real country.
This dog, you know that if peak generations, Ghana would have been on generations when it came down. We're to be a real country, dog. We're not a real
Okay,
country.
okay, wait.
That
So
goes to
that's
show
the-
we're not going to get there with
It's gonna take a lot longer.
But that's why I was saying that.
But generations,
no,
we had culture. You see.
when you do that, how does generation get to Jamaica?
Exactly.
Is that you export the product.
Yes.
You need people from Botswana saying, yo, bro, I have a team that side. You start local. You have to have a guy from Botswana, a guy from Mars, a guy from... In the SADC region, there should be people feeling the need that if I'm Namibian, I want to go watch Stellies FC. You need to export the product. That's why it worked so well. That's why I brought up the point of the rugby challenge saying, yo, dog, these guys, they were smart enough to realize, oh no, Super Rugby is not respecting the South African teams. The first people they took was Free State cheaters, the ones who didn't qualify. Said, no, come play our tournament, Heineken, top 14, you know, bring this thing this side. Play our teams less than them. Oh, actually, you guys are falling out with, what's the thing? Super Rugby, come through, boo-boos. But what it does for them, they get more rags now. It's now that you're selling the product. So what happens is that now when someone's visiting now, like I was watching this guy who reviews Chasing the Sun. He's like, no, I'm coming to South Africa to watch the games. It's because of you're exporting this product, right? If I'm PSL dog, take a couple of games, go play them in Australia, bro.
But you have to win first.
Yeah, no, you do.
Look,
no,
I
you
understand winning first.
No,
But
no,
that's
no.
what
But I'm
Sundowns are
saying
doing.
if Sundowns is winning,
moving
if
that
Sundowns
way.
is winning, go play your preseason in Australia, bro. It's not about, dog, the European market.
I'm thinking now.
In what?
Austria.
Yes, but I'm saying that European market, you can't sell them on something new. They've seen the highest level of it,
not
right?
European.
But what you're doing, dog, it's
No,
like
you're
how
expanding
it's like
your
how
brand, bro.
no, you expand
It's
your
not
brand.
about, you're not trying to sell, you're trying to expand
Your brand, yes.
So you go to
you have to go to
Austria.
different places.
Agreed.
You go to your Thailand and go play the Chinese teams, bro. You're part of BRICS already. Make it work for you. You say, dog, let's go play some Chinese teams.
Bro.
Play an off-season thing. Yes, I'm saying to you.
Yeah,
but
no,
that's
no,
what you
legitimately.
do.
You need things like that.
But that's what I'm saying to you. I was saying to him, I don't agree with what you're saying that in 4 or 5 years might be the biggest league. No.
No.
I
It's
don't
gonna take
see
longer
it.
than that. Like,
It's
onto your
too
point,
big.
it's like, for instance,
it's too much
Sundowns is
network,
called
bro.
Sundowns is called the Brazilians. Why not? Why not go to Brazil? Chat?
They do.
Do they? Oh, I didn't know that. Yo,
Shut up your face.
yes, yellow moon.
Yeah, but we should know that.
Dog,
This is
Sundowns
something
go,
we should
bro.
know.
Sundowns go everywhere.
But
Sundowns
we
go
don't see
everywhere.
those games. I
But
haven't
we
seen
don't
those
see
games.
that though. So
No,
like,
it's not like, it's not a match. It's them going for their preseason.
yeah, but like, show
And that's
that
what
to
you're
us.
supposed to sell.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, sell that.
Sell that to other
Because-
African
because-
Give us a documentary. Give us
That's what they did.
Yes,
that's what
that's what I'm
David.
saying.
That's what David Dean and them did with the Premier League. They came through. They're like, yo, guys, we're not gonna go anywhere doing this. Let's go there to go
Yeah.
play.
But show it to us.
When
and they
the-
as a
showed it.
product,
Yeah.
like,
They
show
They were
it
like,
to
yeah,
us.
now we're gonna
Like,
Bro, that
show
was
it.
Like right now, I was stumped because I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. But if
you understand that
Because
Thailand,
now it's July
to
now.
be able to see
It's
it.
July now,
We're
yeah.
gonna be
You know what I'm
watching the USA tour of
Yeah.
the Premier League teams. We're gonna see
You get what I'm
that
saying?
you,
because they're making
dog,
it.
think about it. You know how mediocre that tour is. That is the
Bro,
worst
it's
tour.
horrible,
But it's
bro.
the
Yeah.
That is
greatest
the
marketing
horrible.
ever.
But it's the
Yeah.
greatest
It's
marketing.
horrible, bro.
Where YouTubers are
But
American.
you're watching winners, right?
Americans didn't
I'm
know
saying
football.
you're watching
No,
guys
I'm,
that you follow. I
bro,
think
I'm
you
saying
have
to you,
followed first.
Tottenham got dribbled here at Ellis Park. Roy Hodgson says, I don't understand when
we have
people don't
Tottenham
respect
fans
each other.
in South
football.
Africa because of that.
Because of that. Dito's a Tottenham fan, which I don't understand.
Right, so there's
How
a
you
lot.
neglect
There's a lot, bro.
Pookie.
There's
a lot. You know.
Pookie's a Tottenham fan.
Bro, there's legit people out here.
Yes.
I remember my coach when I played football. He was a Tottenham fan. I was like, oh wow. You
But it's 'cause he saw them
it happens,
here.
though. Because they took the chance to come. I don't know why they don't do that no more. I don't think. I
No,
think
they've
Africans-
achieved it.
Welcome,
No, they
Shaman.
achieved it.
They've
They
achieved
achieved
it.
it.
They
So
came
what they
in,
did,
yeah.
no, they reached them. They go. That's why you remember they did the Asia tour,
Mm.
right? It's like now Tottenham realized they can't grow in America, but because they have Son, they do the Asia tour. That's why you never see them in America.
Now they're going to Australia now.
Australia
They're
now,
touching
yes.
Australia now.
So what they do, these guys, and it's what Germany, the head of Bayern was saying. It's like, bro, when you watch our preseason, just Germany going by itself with Dortmund maybe, right? When England do their preseason, 20 teams leave and they go everywhere.
All of them.
It's mad, bro.
You have watched the Leeds documentary. Leeds were having preseason in Australia while they were playing championship. Right? So that's why I'm saying that as a product, I understand what I agree with you. Winners make you watch.
Yeah. That's
I
the
agree with
building
you,
block
yes.
to it.
Yes.
you can't-
But I'm saying that what it does is that if I start watching a team 5 times come through to Australia and I'm seeing the Stellenbosch FC guys come through, and maybe the likelihood there's an exchange of one player. Right? It takes that. Because the region is that close. It's what how Super Rugby started. Maybe the other ones were heard compared to others, right? The Cheetahs at some point were very big. And then the Crusaders start catching up, say, okay, this is how the South Africans play, crash ball, we do this. You start learning tacticals. And then what it does, that the product of you changing hands every time becomes better. Then you go play a 1 preseason game with Al Ahly. Exchange that thing, then it becomes a product. The problem with these guys, they don't realize they're selling a product. They're just selling a thing where they're saying, yo, dog, I have a club, you have a club. Ah, dog, let's play.
They want
I
the
think
money.
that's the problem.
So they want the
Yeah.
grants that come from.
I'm saying, why wouldn't Al Ahly also want to go to Austria?
Or Brazil for their preseason. So
Because they don't know, no one in Africa is
but we
thinking
don't
that.
know.
my point is that
I don't
if
think
you
no one in
play-
Africa is thinking that.
I think they're
Bro, like,
thinking that no
I-
one wants
I-
to do that.
Growing up, I would have loved to see like a preseason mix of Asante Kotoko, TP Mazembe, KZ Chiefs, Pirates.
And just in the continent.
Bro.
Just like a cup, the Audi
Yes,
Cup. It's like
but,
the Audi Cup.
But that's
Yeah.
because those two teams were playing at that level, and we were playing at that level.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So if you're not playing a good enough, like if Al Ahly are like 20 times champions of this CAF thing, and you have one team in your entire whatever of 20 years, a 20-year period that has won this thing once and challenged us a little bit. I'm saying maybe it's not incentive enough for me as Al Ahly to play this guy. But if this guy's in like 3 finals in the past 10 years, or in the past 6 years or 7 years, then I start to recognize it a little bit more.
What did it do for Manchester United playing Pirates and Chiefs? Nothing. Except for growing the brand. So when you're luckily, when you're doing
So
that,
what do you mean nothing?
I'm saying that it does. You are saying that what is the point of me playing a smaller team if it's not competitive enough? If I'm Al-Ahly, right?
So you saying Al Ahly can penetrate the South African market?
I'm saying
The same way United.
for everybody,
can,
yes.
bro. We've got
For
a
you
big
to sell,
diaspora of
for you to
things.
sell
All of
this
us
thing,
and
dog.
stuff like that.
We are the two biggest.
There's
We are the
Indians,
two biggest leagues, right? That are the most probably administration-wise, structurally, are the most built, right? I don't know any other team that plays with Al-Ahly. I don't know any other team that plays with TP Mazembe, right? Last time I heard about Casablanca, I don't even know where they are now, right? But if I'm sitting there and I'm going, I'm Al-Ahly, I am Chiefs, right? At this current juncture, bro, for us to spread this wealth, you need your shirt sales to cross, dog, Soweto and Durban. It can't be just guys in Durban and Soweto and Polokwane that buy your shirt. Because it does nothing for you. That's why Nike says to you, we're not going to give you more money, right? Compared to Adidas, where you even see Adidas Europe, the main page posts, they launched the new kit of Pirates. It's a big occasion, right? Where you're saying, dog, it's because the way Pirates is packaged. You have Richie Mnisi now doing a kit. You have this. It's the way it's packaged. So what you need is that, dog, I need this product. A kid in Al-Ahly, dog, must be wearing my skipa. It's why in all those videos, Americans think of Ethiopian kids when they're at Kwashiorkor. He's wearing an Arsenal top with their sharp. Then it doesn't sharp. What is it? O2.
With the O2.
Yes.
The
And the
invincible
back is
sharp.
written Vieira and it just says the VI and then the RA at the end. There's no E. But that's what it does, is that what it imprints is that there are random African people who are doing this. It's what someone said, that Chelsea is going to lose its presence in Africa because it doesn't have that SN anymore.
No, it doesn't have a lot of African players, bro.
Yeah, but that guy, that African guy that, you go Mikel, you got SN, you got Didier Drogba.
That's it.
But because of Arsenal's Arsenal, the Arsenal was never sold on having the African player. It was just, dog, it's Arsenal. It was the first team to have darkies. And they won with darkies.
And it did on purpose.
And it did it on purpose. So
Did
the
on
product
purpose.
translates a certain way, right? So that's why I'm saying to you, you don't have the mistake that United do, that when the guy leaves, when the main guy leaves, you have nothing left. Because this thing has reached its peak. I don't think you get further than this. PSL, it's actually going backwards.
It's also far, guys. I just want to say.
It is very far.
fucking far.
I even wanted to ask. I probably think we're probably the most watched league in the continent. Are we not?
I don't think
I don't think so.
I think we're the
so.
least populous.
I think we're the least popular
There's a
country.
Nigeria, one
In way.
in one country.
This guy's like, wait.
Nigeria.
Khoto's like,
There's a lot of Nigerians.
No, bleep that, yo.
No, I'm just saying-
timestamp that, timestamp
I'm
that.
talking about-
Please,
I'm just
check
talking
the
about-
timestamp there.
talking about the-
bleep it, bleep that.
I'm just talking about population
Bleep that.
density.
Yeah.
There's like
people, yeah.
hundreds of more Nigerians in
It's like when Ope said there's 4 robots in Lagos, and Lagos is 4 times
Wait,
bigger than Johannesburg.
There's 44.9 million people
No way.
Nigeria.
in Algeria.
No, Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Oh yeah, please just beep that part. We're just talking about Nigeria.
Yeah,
We're quick off him.
so Nigeria's population is
We love our
how
Nigerian
many
brothers and
people?
sisters, by the way.
218.5 million.
You see,
Jesus
and we are
Christ.
60.
Close.
And
See
we
what I
60.
mean?
We are 60.
Must I check what's the most watched?
You guys think we're 60?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're 60. No, it's no
the most
document.
watched league
70.
in South Africa.
We're not.
in Africa.
Even if we're 80, it does
Yeah,
nothing to
doesn't
what
come-
it's
yeah, no,
doing.
100%, yeah.
We're not a populous country. You could go. You could move other parts of Africa. West Africa is so big, bro.
On its own, bro.
On its
Fair
own
enough,
as
fair
a
enough, fair
region,
enough.
West Africa, the Congo most probably has way more than us. Bro, we have the
That-
same
bro.
amount of people as Korea.
Do you know how much French gets spoken? Like their TVs are in
Cote d'Ivoire,
French,
yeah, no,
but
shit,
none of
yeah,
those are like local productions. Like it's Canal, it's Orange, Telecom.
Oh yes. On top of that, you
It's
know that
all these
DSTV doesn't
France
cover the whole of
things,
Africa.
Yes, because Canal
So-
owns it.
Okay.
Canal owns the West African market
Yes.
just because of its French influence. So they show you French shows. It's in French, and it makes sense because you guys
Which-
are French-speaking African countries.
Which says to me that
So
League R is that bad.
How many eyes?
Yeah, Ligas.
How many?
No, I'm
eyes
saying
on
that's
the
how
thing,
bad it
bro?
is because it's supposed to have a massive viewership in Africa.
Bro, what do you
Exactly.
mean? Bro, those guys, since Mbappe left, those guys are scrambling for sponsor.
No,
They
but
can't
that's what
do
I'm
it.
saying.
they
No,
got
but what we're
McDonald's.
saying is that
They can make teams.
we're saying that you're funneling this league on
No, they
in
can't sell
Africa.
their broadcast rights.
No, they sold them.
They sold them to McDonald's.
Yeah, I get it was Uber Eats.
Uber Eats, yeah,
So this year I think it's going to be McDonald's.
yeah.
Did they sign it?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Wait, what are broadcast
Pretty
rights,
sure.
guys?
No, not broadcast rights.
Not
Naming
broadcast
rights.
rights, like the naming
naming
rights.
rights.
Not
It's all the
broadcast
naming
rights.
rights. The broadcast rights are owned
The
by
broadcast
Canal.
rights, they're struggling to sell
They're
them.
struggling to
because
sell them. They tried to sell them to
That's what
someone, and that guy said, "You guys are crazy. This guy is
No one
leaving."
wants to watch you guys.
Yes. But that's why I'm saying to you that the French are doing such a bad job of it because if you have West Africa as a region, that should be your biggest base in selling the league to. Kids in West Africa shouldn't be thinking my team is Arsenal, Man United, or Chelsea, or Leeds, or whatever.
100%.
They should never
that's where the
have
problem
that.
starts.
Right?
Racismo.
And that's why the guy from Racismo. You need to pick with Racismo. Who's this thing? The guy from even Paris says this, and the guy head of La Liga saying, "Yo, bro, we're literally watching England become a super league, right?"
bro.
And then the guy from Germany said, "But it's because of we're not selling this thing." The only way you solve this thing, you make it a product. Make it a product that you package. Bro, do you know the Vodacom don't care about the player? They sign the team when they do the adverts with Pirates and Chiefs. It doesn't matter. Dog, you don't, when last did you see Teko's run in adverts? Or Shabalala's run in adverts? You haven't seen that.
They goes busy.
No, I'm saying, as a player,
so busy.
Yeah.
no, gents, I'm saying a player playing in the league.
You're saying as
When
players,
Shabalala
as
and
players,
Teko were
that's
at the height of their careers, there were adverts they were getting paid. They had sponsorships.
Yeah.
You haven't seen that. You haven't seen that since Teko. Hollywood bets rather fetch Teko and Brian Baloyi, dog.
Yeah, rather than fetch Boloch.
What else? You see what I'm saying?
It's mad.
Lodge finds himself on live with 3 babies. What a madman. What a madman. That guy is an old school baller.
But I
No,
must say,
old
like,
school baller.
This is the first time in a long time I've seen such like teams are really playing well. Like a few teams are really like.
Yes, I've
Bro,
heard
I
that.
think
I've heard that
guys-
it's
guys,
improved.
You know what I think? I
In
think
a
we've
while,
been
it's
starved for so
improved.
long that now we're just happy for the bare minimum. That's just what I
Yes.
personally think.
I think that.
Because when I watch it, bro, I don't resonate with what people are saying.
Yes.
Maybe,
Like I see
it's
Pirates,
better.
I see Pirates is better,
better.
but it's not
bro,
Root
it's-
Crawl's Pirates.
Yeah, bro.
It's not Root Crawl's Pirates.
It's better.
Guys,
Yeah,
okay,
man.
I think you can look at it
okay.
at
Like,
like
it's
that.
not
but
Ted
like,
Dimitri. You know those, you had
but also, but I-
personalities
I
in the
feel like
league,
maybe
bro.
Sundowns,
I see the improvement. Let me
like
rather
maybe
say that.
Sundowns' level is so high.
Yes,
No.
it definitely is.
Like I
No,
think
Sundowns'
Sundowns' level is
too
so
I
high.
don't think it's
they're
that
not
high.
asking
No, it's
catch
not
up,
about
bro.
that. I think it's not about Sundowns' level being high. It's that even when you watch Pirates not play Sundowns, right? I'm saying to you, dog, there's a feeling you got, bro. When I say the love of the game, you know a time, a place, and what happened that game. You can even remember moments of a whole 90 minutes. Say, dog, I remember when he did this, then he did that. It's that, right? I'm saying to Root Crawl's Pirates team, or even Pirates, who's that other guy? Not
But
the
that's a global problem because you said that just now as well. about
Yes,
the-
I'm saying that
You know what I mean?
the global problem of football is the same.
Yeah,
that it's not.
So I can't
it's-
blame it on these guys.
Yes, that I'm not blaming on these guys. But these guys have done it so long that the product has been bad for so long that I can't categorize them as the global problem. Right? Sundowns are beating everyone because they started adopting a European style of structure of football. Right? Knocking it, moving it. It's this, and also taking players. Any star that has that level of profile they want, they take them, then they hold them hostage. Right?
Yeah.
That's what they did,
Bro, I
right?
won't lie. They
They
right.
did that.
Same thing that Bayern does.
Yeah.
They do as
Sundowns
well.
are just doing what Bayern does.
As
right?
soon as you peak,
As soon as you peak your hours, bro.
Bro, and
You don't
you-
have to be here for
like-
the rest of your life.
I don't blame Sundowns and I don't blame the players.
Yeah, hey, my man, that's a
Bro,
check.
bro.
That's
Dog,
where I'm gonna get my money.
The job is to get out of the hood, bro.
Exactly.
And on top of that, I can win trophies.
Yeah. But I don't think you resonate with these niggas. That's the other element. There's no kid going, bro, even a kid who just watches PSL in the hood. There is no player where he's saying, dog, that's my, except for this Ntwana.
Patrick, no, bro. Do you know when people love
Gang.
Patrick Mushwangai? I don't know if I'm
Maswangai.
Maswangai. Do you know when people love that, bro?
Because you used to play
Bro.
Emaputuin.
Bro,
Yes, but I'm
So
saying
you can't-
it's not.
I don't think
it's
you
not
can
a
say that,
global.
bro.
Dog, do you know what
Bro,
Teko did
bro.
to the world, bro? To
Rita,
South Africa.
South African people love the PSL. I think you're not
Yes,
understanding.
I understand that,
Like,
but
kids
they
love
the
here.
product is taking
Yeah.
a
But
beating.
But we
bro.
don't want. It shouldn't just be big here, bro.
No, 100%.
No, no. I want it to be big here. It needs to,
it needs
for
to
it
be
to solve
big here.
itself.
It needs to be
It
big
needs to be
back.
really big.
And it's
It needs to
coming
be.
back.
It needs to be
It's
like
coming back.
that 07, 06 run
It's coming.
to going to the World Cup. I think that's the biggest we've seen the PSL. Going to the from 05 to 2010, the PSL was different, bro. Even when you watch the documentary on the PSL, the money started flowing different. It was there's a time and place where every team had that star for them. So
I
this
think
time
the
now,
PSL's doing well. All
Oh,
them guys.
extremely well. Extremely
It's
well.
the
But they
fifth
can do
most
better.
watched under Morocco, Tunisia, Sudan.
Nah, bro.
imagine
We fifth.
crazy.
Name me one
That's
Sudanese
it.
team.
What's a Sudanese
I
team?
don't know.
What's a Sudanese team?
It's Morocco, Sudan. Well, Sudan's like fourth. We under.
Morocco makes sense 'cause
Morocco,
we done
Algeria,
what?
Tunisia,
Casablanca.
Sudan, us.
Tunisia.
Then Nigeria's under that.
Tunisia.
Believe me. Do you guys understand that Sudan is going through pirates? They are pirates and they still have time to watch soccer.
But how many people are in Sudan?
Maybe there's a lot I haven't.
Babo.
That's it.
It is what it is.
It's fine.
Yeah, talking about apples.
Be
Yeah.
good, guys.
Be good.
Be good.